guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. Today we're going to take a look at our boy LR Mercenary Tao. This is the third world tournament since he's released over here on JP Dokkan. So we were able to go ahead and give our boy the Rainbow Star. I have him at level 10 links from previously. I think LR Mercenary Tao is actually quite good, but there's just going to be sort of like problems or limitations with him just stemming from the teams he's on, right? And like the setups he could use and stuff. It's like, I think if Tao was like a hybrid Saiyan, like if we could just run him on the hybrid Saiyan team, I feel like he'd be crazy, right? Where like if he could just like mix in with all those ridiculous supports that like the hybrid Saiyan team has, sure, right? Something like that. Because like that's what Tao needs. He just needs like a solid support unit because Tao's links are a bit wonky. Or potentially just like an orb changer. And this guy can be very impressive. I mean, he has the UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta crit mechanic on super attack. So you want to go full additionals for him. He's raising his stats. He has an active skill. I feel like this guy could be a very, very good Super Battle Road unit with good orb luck, right? Alright, guys. So it's been a little while since the first part of this video was recorded. I rainbowed LR Mercenary Tao in December of 2021. That was the first time we're actually available to rainbow him. Right at the time, I do think he was solid. Right, he's got a good kit. It's just that there wasn't really a way to activate his power. I would say, right. Especially he's on like some very low level teams. It's just not really looking too good for him. Right now, this was before Red Zone was even a thing too. Now here's the thing. Dokkan Fest Kid Goku comes out, right? He's nearly one of the strongest units in the game, but he's a Rainbow Orb Changer, and he supports Mercenary Tao. I actually think LR Tao is probably going to be pretty formidable with this LR Goku on the team. I'm serious. I think that LR Mercenary Tao is actually, like, completely under the radar for, like, everybody, but I think this guy is going to be a beast, because one of the things about him, a lot of his abilities are kind of hard to, you know, gauge for sure without actually seeing it, right? Because he gets 5,648 attack and defense per key sphere obtained. Then he gets 7,564 attack and defense with 3 key spheres obtained. And then he gets 10,108 attack and defense on super, and then another 10,108 on 18 keys. So it's very difficult, I would say, to really like assess what like defensive level and stuff like that this guy is going to be at, or predicting what type of damage he's going to do. He does also get the additional 1 key per key sphere, right? So what's going to happen? Wait, let me actually, his build? Okay, I just gave him a bunch of additional stuff. I've got a bunch of level 1s there. I probably could upgrade that a little bit, actually. Maybe I will. I think that this guy is going to be pretty solid on some of these rotations next to Kid Goku, right? We have to actually make sure Kid Goku is next to him, right? And again, this is going to be the, I never finished, I rainbowed Mercenary Tao, but I never got around to doing the video on him. But now that I waited, we can use him on the Dragon Ball Saga team. He could be very effective. His link set's going to be a huge issue. Looks like it's a different order from the wiki and the game. Okay, so on the wiki, it's Crane School, Supreme Warrior, Coward, Brutal Beatdown, Dodon Ray, Shattering Limit, and Legendary Power. So let's go ahead and take a look. The order of these links. So the bottom one, this is going to be Legendary Power. This right here, this will be Shattering the Limit right here. This is Dodon Ray. I recognize that. Dodon Ray is not going to be a particularly great one, I would say. This is like, do you guys think that these are strong units that you're very likely to be running? Probably not, right? So Dodon Ray is not going to help out too much. This right here, this is Brutal Beatdown. This can be a relatively common villain link, I guess. This is Coward. Yeah, this is Coward. He does have it with Godets, but they don't share a team, unfortunately. Yeah, they don't. Okay. So we have a Coward, which is going to do nothing for us. By the way, Coward gives 2 key, 5% chance to crit. This right here, this is Supreme Warrior. This is 2 key, 10% attack. And then finally right here, we have got Crane School. 20% attack. I brought this Tien right here. This is World Tournament Dragon Ball Saga Tien. Specifically to, like, activate some of these links. Look at this link. 20% dude, 20% attack is all this does. This should be 25% attack and defense and 2 key, all right? Or more, 30% attack and defense and 3 key, something like that. So I don't know. Okay, let's just go ahead and do this rotation right here. We're going to be at a 17 key super attack. Now, here's one thing that's very interesting about Tao has actually some of the strongest super attack effects in the game. Again, for a World Tournament LR, I think with Kid Goku, this guy's actually very formidable because he gets 30% attack and defense for 1 turn on both his 12 and 18 key. It's exactly the same. And then he also has a high chance to crit, which I believe it's the exact same mechanic that UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta have. So if this guy does an additional, it's a guaranteed crit. If Mercenary Tao does an additional, it's a guaranteed crit. Like an additional super is always a guaranteed crit. So that's going to be very, very powerful. I think some of these numbers we'll see from him can be pretty good. But the thing is, he needs orbs, right? Don't hold this first turn against him too much, because he needs to get his 18 key super for a big attack buff. Ooh, 1.43 is, yeah, definitely not good. But this is what happens when he has no orbs to work with, right? I'm actually glad we got this rotation in right there, because that's a good way to show, you know, how he could be better. I think I'm actually going to upgrade his equips after this, too, because I do think that this guy is good. I've already beaten the LR Metal Cooler Core, right, which is with Kid Goku's theme, which is like the strongest physical boss in the game. But Mercenary Tao, I feel like would be definitely a capable option in that fight. This Master Roshi could potentially help out Tao as well. All right, so on this next rotation here, we should be looking pretty good because we're gonna have Kid Goku out, and then you know Tao is gonna be eating heavily off all these orbs. Tao is, I guess, not really gonna get any extra help from like the crits support. That's not going to help out too much, right? Since he's already got the 50% chance to crit from his super attack effects that Kid Goku gives. But that damage reduction support, of course, is always good. Okay, so oh, you know what I just realized about Mercenary Tao, which is bizarre? This was a terrible choice, potentially. He doesn't have the Dragon Ball Saga links. It literally just occurred to me. Tao does not have the Dragon Ball Saga links. Why? That's weird. I feel like before Kid Goku, that was a good thing. But now that Kid Goku exists, that's a bad thing. So that they don't link at all. That is such a bummer, right? Could you imagine if these, they should have 2 links, Incredible Adventure and Guidance of the Dragon Balls together, but Incredible Adventure is 3 key, 7% attack, 7% defense. That's definitely a big bummer right there, damn. Okay, so now we'll be able to get a big amount of orbs. I actually would rather not, I feel like the physical orbs would get us more. Whatever, this will be 6 orbs, right? So we should see some increased stats from him. So he's at 200k defense at the start of turn right there. But he gets another 10,108 on super and 10,108 on 18 key. I mean, is that, like, literally just going to be plus 10,000? That certainly wouldn't be too impressive there. And then, remember, he's getting the 30% from his super attack effects. Maybe he's going to be a little bit less impressive than I was thinking. I certainly would like to see his defense a little bit higher than that, right? All right, so we'll get the 11 orbs. So this would give Tao a little bit of damage reduction, a little bit of crit chance from Kid Goku. Remember that Kid Goku's support hits Tao as well, right? Kid Goku is a 50% support type unit for Dragon Ball Saga, so Tao is going to be hitting that, right? All right, let's go ahead and see what we do right here. And he gives us a 3.66. I don't know. Maybe he's not that crazy. I feel like his kit is good. Maybe if we could rock him with Kid Goku, like having 2 Kid Gokus on the team is definitely going to be good for him. Maybe he'll look better next to Roshi. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I got a little bit too excited. It's just, if all these buffs he was getting was normal percentages rather than flat numbers, maybe Tao would be a lot better in that instance. That's probably what's hurting him, is it's just all these flat numbers rather than percentages. Again, if these were percentages, Tao would probably be quite a bit better. Alright, guys. Oof, actually, not really too good RNG right here. We can do some orb changing. I've got some orb changing items. Let's do just a couple of rotations where we just let things happen sort of naturally first, though. So, I mean, honestly, this Tao not having these Dragon Ball Arrow links is gonna hurt right here. This is such a bummer. If we take a look at this, right? These are Tao's partners. Cyborg Tao is not on this team. This is where we run into the bullshit, right? Which is that characters from the 23rd World Tournament, so that's the Piccolo Jr. versus Goku World Tournament, these characters are not on Dragon Ball Saga because on JP Dokkan, it's called the Boyhood Saga, right? It's not actually like the entirety of Dragon Ball. That really hurts, though. So, like, we don't have Mercenary Tao on the team to utilize, right, as a linking buddy. Most of these characters are not on Dragon Ball Saga, right? You go through a lot of these guys, right? Like, Tao doesn't really have anyone, like, his link set. Tao might have the worst link set in the game, actually. Now that I'm looking at it, in terms of, like, good characters, this has got to be the worst link set in the game, what Tao is rocking. Because it's like, if he at least had the Dragon Ball era links, I think that would be so much better for him, right? Yeah, okay, I was thinking that this guy was going to be a little bit better than he's ending up looking here to me. I feel like his stats will look good once we orb change with him, but we're pretty much going to need to do that for him to put up decent numbers, right? With Demon King Piccolo, we'll have Shattering Limit and Legendary Power, but it's just like, that's such a bummer. Yeah. Honestly, I think that's what's going to hold Tao back. There's two things holding Tao back, right? Two changes. One, just give him percentages, right? Like all the other characters. And then number two is not having Incredible Adventure, Guidance to the Dragon Ball, stuff like that. Yeah, these damage numbers from him are not high. I mean, at the very least, though, he is, again, he's got the 50% chance to crit on every super attack he does. That is strong. Like, that's really good. The fact that he's got that 50% chance to crit on each, again, each super attack. So an additional super as a guaranteed crit is very powerful. So he will hit a little bit above these attack stats are being displayed. I don't know. It's like this exact iteration of Tao would have worked a lot better if like Red Zone wasn't the main content we would be working towards, right? But guess what? Red Zone is the main content we're working towards. So I just don't know that these attack stats we're seeing from him are quite good enough. Okay, this is a really good rotation for Tao right here. Here's what we're gonna do. Roshi, right, member can support Tao in a pretty meaningful way, but we do need to get some STR orbs for Roshi. Then we'll orb change again, and we'll get all the orbs for Tao. This is probably going to be the best rotation we're going to see from Tao. Potentially. Maybe this turn actually probably be stronger, I guess, with Kid Goku here instead of Demon King Piccolo. I think Kid Goku's 50% support would outweigh the 15% damage we get from Legendary Power. Oh, it might be kind of close, though. Because links, the percents for links are stronger than the support, but whatever. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and grab that. So that will get us a little bit of an extra support buff for Tao right there. From, of course, the Easy A Master Roshi. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. And we're going to have several links activated for Tao. Looks like we're actually going to be able to get all 23 orbs as well. So Tao goes from 100k defense. What does he jump up to with all of the orbs? Jumps up to 428. That's pretty good, right? Because he's going to get the 10,108 twice, once on Super, and then the other on 18-key Super. And then he's also getting 30% defense from his Super Attack effects. Once you get a huge amount of orbs, he definitely is looking a lot better. But, I mean, what a shock. He's a nuking character, right? Like, yeah, not really too shocking that nuking characters are going to look better once, you feed them a million, billion, zillion orbs. Roshi, dude, this is a Dokkan event. Bro, what? You're taking a little too much damage here, my man. All right. Okay, what is Tao going to give us? And Tao hits for 7.59. This is a 50% chance to crit right there, which we did see. And remember, I've got him in the potential system built full additional, so you potentially get an additional. Okay. I think I would like to see maybe that same rotation with Kid Goku rather than Demon King Piccolo, potentially. Tao does also have an active skill. I'm not the biggest fan of his active skill, though. I guess it's something you potentially could get off in Super Battle Road. Well, let's jump into like another event, and we'll talk about it more. All right, guys, we got another pretty poor rotation right here. Tao not linking up with Kid Goku is a bit of a bummer here. We could at least get a nice 9 orbs right here. Now, we have no links activated, but we do have 100% support on the rotation. Yeah, 267 he gets up to. Ah, damn, okay. All right, well, I guess at the start I was thinking, oh, yeah, he's going to look great, but these flat passive buffs are just crushing him. You give this exact kit, I think, to like some Dokkan Fest summonable TUR right now, and the unit is going to be a god, right? Like, if this exact character could match with this Kid Goku, right? Like, if it was like a Dragon Ball Saga unit with this kit, but a summonable unit, so they're getting, again, percentages on super attack, percentages per orb. This character would be crazy, right? It's just that Tao, as a free-to-play character, they just spammed him with, like, these flat number bonuses, which hurts him quite a bit. Now, Tao does have this active skill, too. Let's make sure to go ahead and get this in the video here. So Tao, right, can use his active skill, his last ditch attempt, it's called. He massively raises attack temporarily, does ultimate damage, and guaranteed stuns the enemy. In order to do this, your health has to be under 50%, and Tao has to have been hit 3 or more times in battle. It's not, the damage is probably not going to be anything to write home about, but he could potentially stun. Right, the guaranteed stun is pretty strong if you can get it off in Super Battle Road. Maybe you could do this in Battlefield, right? Battlefield or Super Battle Road. But the damage is not going to be that crazy. It's going to be the stun. The stun is what he's going to need. Actually, the damage is probably going to be abysmal because all of Tao's buffs, right? You know, he's getting damage per key sphere obtained, damage, you know, on super attack on 18 keys. So I feel like his active skill is going to hit like a feather. It's just the guaranteed stun. But it's the fact that you, like, if it was only an HP condition, I think it'd be fine. But he has to get hit 3 times. That's going to hurt it, I think, quite a bit. Okay, so I guess I'll maybe cut. Nah, no reason to cut. We'll let this turn finish out. And then on the next turn, we'll see what Tao can do. Yeah, I mean, Tao, he, man. I'm so bummed because I do feel like this kid is really strong, right? Like what he's rocking here could be really quite powerful, but it's just, again, the flat number buffs I think betray Mercenary Tao and are going to keep him from being way too effective, right? So okay. Yeah, let's get this rotation right here. I would probably like to save those tech orbs for Roshi, so Roshi could give this extra little bit of support. But we'll honestly, I do. Well, no, it's gonna fall in a way where I think Roshi can't get it. But all right, let's get these. We have the support from Kid Goku. We'll come back after this turn if we get like another turn I want to show or something like that. Let's see what Tao does right here in terms of his damage. I certainly do want to do this exact rotation, but we also do some orb changing, I guess, which we could do in a bit. He's at 3.98, so those are sort of the attack stats he's hitting right now. Okay. Let's try and get the active skill. This is a guaranteed crit right here. Additional super attack is a guaranteed crit, because that's the UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta, like, sort of like crit mechanic. I believe, is there 4 characters that have it? I think UI Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta, Mercenary Tao, and then LR Janemba's Rage Mode, I think are the only 4 that have that currently. It's a very strong ability. And then Dokkan Fest Super Vegeta, he just has guaranteed crits on a super attack effect, which is, I mean, obviously stronger. Alright, so we can do Mercenary Tao's active skill right here. This actually could be a pretty good turn. We could do Tao's active skill, and we could also orb change and get B-Pan's active skill and stuff like that. This actually will be the best turn I think we'll see in the video of Tao. Alright, let's do this boy's active skill right here. I don't expect the damage to be too crazy, but let's see what he does. Let's see if he can put up a good number. It's a fun animation for sure. I don't, definitely fun, I would say. Okay, so we're gonna do some orb changing right here. This actually works pretty well. We should be able to get all the orbs on the field. Yeah, okay, so this is gonna be great. Yeah, this is a good turn. We have B-Pan's active skill procced. We're gonna go ahead and have I guess every orb on the field, and we're gonna have Master Roshi with his support as well. Yeah, all 23 orbs. All right, so let's go ahead and see what this defense is. What are we looking at right here? And he gets us 440. I'm just going to also do a bit of orb changing right here to make sure that Roshi can get the... Because remember, Roshi needs 3 SDR key spheres in order to activate his full support right here. So Tao's going to be at like 450k right here. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and pop this. All right, let's see what Tao does on this turn. Can he break 10? Maybe. I mean, B-Pan should work very effectively with Tao's buff. Tao does get attack on super attack as well, but it's very small, like not percentage buffs, right? Yeah, 10. Wow, okay. I mean, an orb changing unit, right? And B-Pan's active skill and all that. Yeah, there's a crit, and then, oh, damn. We did get the hidden potential system additional, but it would have been better if we had the additional super right there. Okay, so there's Tao. I feel like maybe we can end it there. Maybe we'll do one more rotation. Let me know what you guys think of Mercenary Tao. I don't know. Oh, brother. I feel like his stats are just a little too low. Again, the good kit is not going to save him when his stats are that low. I feel like, you know, if we're able to get a lot of orbs with him, like 10 plus, he could be solid, and you could potentially use him right against a red zone boss that's physical. But it's just that these buffs he's getting, right? The 5,648 per key sphere obtained, the 10,108 on super attack. Those buffs are just not big enough, right? They are holding him back. Because this guy... I would argue that this kit he has is like summonable LR level, right? It's just you swap the flat numbers for percentages, and this is like a summonable LR kit, right? Like he could, I think, do that much damage. All right, here let's just this is a rotation we'll see right here. So we'll have what? Shattering the Limit and Legendary Power active. We are getting the support from Gohan, 220k right there. Okay, yeah, we'll probably make this the last turn. Let me know what you guys think about LR Mercenary Tao right here. Certainly could be, I think, a bit better. You know, just percentage buffs instead of flat numbers certainly would work a lot better. 3 million right there. So yeah, throughout this video, we mostly saw like a bunch of like 3 million attack stats and stuff like that. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about LR Mercenary Tao. I would say he's decent, right? Like, he's solid, but it doesn't seem like Kid Goku's introduction does not all of a sudden make Mercenary Tao like, oh my god, he's like a top 2 free-to-play unit or something like that. I'm not really getting that indication from this unit. He's definitely runnable, but like some, you know, free-to-play god character, probably not. He just needs way too many orbs, and it's like, you know, Kid Goku can make it to where you could probably have the entire rotation get like a good 6 or 7 orbs, all 3 characters with Rainbow Orb changing, sure. But, you know, like, for Kid Goku to get 7 himself and then Tao to get like 10 or something like that is just probably not going to be something that's very realistic, which would hurt. And then Tao not having Incredible Adventure or Guidance of the Dragon Balls is a huge bummer. It makes no sense why he doesn't have it. Again, that maybe prior to Kid Goku, this was a good thing, but like now, like Dragon Ball Saga could potentially be a legit, like Kid Goku is so dominant, I think that it potentially could be a real team, but Tao not having Guidance to the Dragon Balls and Incredible Adventure definitely hurts. So let me know what you guys think about Tao. Thanks guys for watching. Remember, we were on the, I don't think I mentioned it the entire video, but we are on a 200% leader skill as well, because Tao is on Dragon Ball Saga, and then he's getting the 200% because he's on Dragon Ball Seekers. So this was a 200% leader skill video for Mercenary Tao. So let me know how you guys thought he did. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.